Hello everyone, I'm glad to invite you to my small kitchen to make something delicious today. I'm Ukrainian who lives in South Africa, who loves to cook, to bake and to play music. Today we're gonna make halushky. It's Ukrainian traditional, very delicious food. It looks like milk soup with pieces of dough, but believe me, it's very nice flavor and very filling food. But today I'm gonna offer that recipe which my mom usually used, and I loved this food very much. I always was running from school and expected it for my lunch and even could have it for my dinner, and next day after school I was running home again because expected more halushky at home. So I hope you will enjoy. Let's start. So, for dough, we will need such ingredients: flour, egg, water and salt. Absolutely plain dough. I took 300 grams of flour. I sifted already, don't forget please about this option. It's necessary to enrich it with oxygen, which is very good for dough. Then I take one egg and beat it with fork. Put 1 pinch of salt, little but maybe half of teaspoon. I do it without measuring. Mix dry ingredients, flour and salt. And now we put our beaten egg, lightly beaten egg, into a dough. Mix it with spatula, and I prepared 2 milliliters of cold water. Not very cold, just usual temperature, room temperature. And I'm gonna add it gradually. I'm not sure how much water it will take, but we will check. That's why I took glass with measurements, with scale. So it's happening like this. Combining, and I add 100 at first. Yes, 100 milliliters. And it has to be quite stiff texture. Okay, I'm gonna start to work with hands, because with my fingers I can feel texture of dough much better. Teaspoon of water I take and put it on top of dough. To work with dough as long as we will feel light, nice texture. Maybe not very light, it's a medium texture, I can say, not very stiff, not very light. You see what a texture. It's quite hard, quite stiff, but still not the same consistency. So let's go on with kneading a little bit more. More or less it's okay, quite stiff and nice to start to work with it. So I'm gonna make it smaller pieces. Then you can do as you wish. What we have to do, we have to make such a small pinch, small of pieces of dough. Pinch, roll it between your fingers and leave. So we're gonna make the same with the whole dough, this whole portion. Don't make pieces too big. It's good to have any helper, maybe your kids can help you. They will love to make such small pieces. You see how much we made already? Just to add some flour to avoid sticking all these pieces to each other. Just to coat each of them with flour, and they will not stick to each other. And so I have 2 pots on my stove, one with water. It's gonna boil soon. It's about 3 liters pot, and I put half of it with water, maybe 1.5 liter, 1 and 2, and waiting for boiling. In other pot I put 1 liter of milk. Also I keep next to my pot is sugar and salt. We will add it to milk. What we're gonna do? When water starts boiling, we're gonna put all our halushky into boiling water and wait when it's gonna boil together. And I prepared sieve, and I prepared special spoon to pick it up. So it looks like we're gonna wash our halushky at first in water to get rid of extra flour which we coated it with, and then we're gonna boil it in a milk, and it's gonna be like a milk soup with pieces of dough. Okay, so our water is boiling, and I reduce the flame under the milk. Water is boiling, so we put all our halushky into a boiling water. Don't let them to stick to the bottom. Stir it carefully. So I'm warming up milk. If it's gonna start boiling, I just will switch it off. Yes, it starts already. Just switch it off and keep aside. But first we are waiting for a boiling of our halushky in water. From time to time just stir it, but they're not gonna stick. You see, they're falling separately. Okay, very good. You see, they're coming up, they start to float. So boiling is coming. Okay, boiling starts, so I turn on my milk because it was boiling already. Medium flame, and I add 1 spoon of sugar. Here is 1 liter of milk, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and some salt, not too much, but you can adjust amount of sugar and salt according to your preferences. Okay. It's almost boiling, so we pick it up. Yes, it's boiling, so we put carefully all our halushky in and stir it. I think 1 liter of milk is enough. And now we're gonna waiting waiting when it starts boiling, and then boil it during 10-15 minutes. That's all. Okay, I boiled it 15 minutes, all is done. So I'm just gonna add 1 spoon of butter. One spoon of butter into a hot mixture and stir it. Put the lid on and leave it to cool down at least for 15 minutes. So our halushky is ready and cooling down. It looks like milk soup with pieces of dough, but also you can make it like a dry. What do I mean? You can boil these pieces of dough into a water just around 15 minutes, then pick it up from the boiling water and cover with fried onion, fried bacon, and mix together thoroughly, so it will be greasy. If you fry onion with oil and with bacon, it will be a little bit greasy and lovely smelling mixture. Cover it with our halushky and mix it thoroughly and enjoy it. Maybe that version will be better for you. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, for cooking with me. Subscribe my channel, put your likes, leave your comments and advices. We'll be glad to hear your feedback. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.